But do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
New controversial comments from Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. This time, they're over the abortion issue. Trump says there should be some sort of punishment for women who resort to abortion if the procedure were outlawed.
For more now, we go to Diane Gallagher in Washington. Diane, what exactly prompted Donald Trump to say this?
Okay, so Glenn, Lou, this is an excerpt from a town hall that's going to air on MSNBC tonight, and the little clip that they have released so far from that on Donald Trump's position on abortion is really lighting up the Twitter sphere. Lots of reaction from other candidates. Again, I want you to listen to exactly what Donald Trump said, and we'll talk about it right afterward.
Do you believe do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 cents, 10 years,
I don't know. That I don't know.
Now, again, that means Donald Trump believes that there should be some form of punishment for women who obtain abortions if they were outlawed. That is now his position. Trump, as recently as 1999, said that he believed, Glenn, Lou, that abortion was okay. He was pro-choice in every respect, except for he wasn't a big fan. He didn't like the concept of it, but he was a pro-choice individual. He has essentially evolved. This is more than an about-face, though. This is not just saying he's now pro-life. He now believes that if it were outlawed, something he thinks should be left up to the states, that maybe the women should face some form of punishment if they were to get an illegal abortion. Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders reprimanding Trump for his position on this. Ted Cruz's campaign manager tweeting out something saying that Donald Trump obviously doesn't understand what it means to be pro-life, because this is not what it means to be pro-life. A lot of reaction here, though, Glenn, Lou.
You know, during a GOP debate 4 years ago, George Stephanopoulos did the same thing to Mitt Romney, brought up an issue that Mitt Romney said, well, this is already settled law. Why are we talking about this? It seems like we're doing this all over again with Donald Trump.
You know, what's interesting about this with Donald Trump, I think, is because he's had sort of some ambiguous positions on this. Again, in 1999, he went from saying he was pro-choice in every single way. He's running as a Republican now. That's definitely not necessarily a popular position to take. Now, some of the different candidates have said, John Kasich, for example, saying that he's pro-choice except for, John Kasich is pro-life except for the case of rape, incest, and in the interest of the life of the mother. And Donald Trump has kind of left it a little bit ambiguous. I'm going to read you a statement that was just sent over now from the campaign spokeswoman saying, quote, "This issue is unclear and should be put back to the state for determination. Like Ronald Reagan, I am pro-life with exceptions, which I have outlined numerous times." Donald Trump has not really expanded on exactly what that means because in that town hall, he specifically told MSNBC that he thinks that abortion should be outlawed. So this is something that obviously Donald Trump's Republican opponents are going to jump on here, saying that this is just another case of him maybe pandering. And his Democratic opponents, whether it be Sanders or Clinton, if he gets that nomination and goes to the general, have already jumped on this as well, saying that this is simply unfair and outrageous.
All right, Diane Gallagher.